Hello, Scorpio. Thank you very much for tuning into this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Animal Wisdom Tarot by Don, I think you say it Brunk. Illustrated by Ola Leola. Website for them is cicobooks.com. Hopefully that's focusing so you can see it if you want to. Supportive Oracle cards. You Are Clairvoyant Oracle cards by Belinda Grace, illustrations by Elaine Marzin. We have a website here if I can get it on camera. rockpoolpublishing.com. A as an apple, U as an umbrella. So if you want that information, there that is as well. Enjoy if you would like it. Okay, what are we doing with this? The Oracle cards just need to come out. I don't know what's up with that, but like, very impatient. Which may sound crazy, but it is what it is. Alright. Alright. Ooh, you got the hummingbird. I love the hummingbird. And you got the swan, which makes me feel like that's temperance, which is everything's good. What do we want? What do we want? Your challenge card is the Raven card, which I love the Raven, especially for Scorpio. Love it. It talks about the Magician, right? That's in this deck. What I'm feeling with this is kind of like it's time to make something happen. Now, from what I understand of Scorpio energy, if you're going to do it, you're going to do it. If you just think about it and you just let it fly away, then it flies away. I really think, you can let me know, of course, obviously. If you're going to do it, you're going to do it. Like, I don't think of Scorpio as a halfway energy. You don't really go halfway. I just don't think that. Like, if you're going to do it, then you're going to do it. And I think that's what we're dealing with. It's kind of like, you're at that moment, kind of like, it's time to move forward. It's time to make something happen. Why would you hold back? It's not so much about getting it. It's the question, do I really want it? You've got the Eight of Branches, because it's it's going to change things. It seems like it's going to change things really fast, but it's also kind of like, you're looking at it very realistically, kind of like, I can change it, but if I don't like it, it's really hard to change it back. Now, for somebody, I'm going to say that this, if this is you, so this is not a shock, so this is you if this fits. The reason you're holding back is because it might be like leaving a partner, a divorce or something like that. And you're like, if I'm going to do it, yeah, I can get it done. I can divorce this person. I can get out of this relationship. But for some reason, if I decide that that's not really what I want, I can't. For some reason, I'm feeling like I can't bring it back. If I shut it down, it's shut down. It's done. It's something like that. Now, I know that's for somebody. If you're questioning if it's for you or not, it's not for you. It's if it is, that's that. Because the hummingbird is here, and it's success, right? But for me, for some reason, I don't know where I learned it, I always equate hummingbirds to love, and in my own life, when I start seeing hummingbirds, it has something to do with a loving relationship, either for me or for other people. It's just how I've learned it. And for a lot of you, it could have something directly to do with love. Either a person or a situation which you very much want. Maybe it's that new house you've always wanted, something like that. But then again, that would fit the analogy. I can get that new house, but I have to sell the one I'm in to get the money to buy that new house. And if I get rid of this house and somebody else buys it, I can't undo that. Once it's theirs, and I'm just kind of subject to that. But the thing is, I can make this happen, and it's there. Something is there saying, you want this, Scorpio. Are you willing to give up what you have to get this better thing? And for some reason, you're kind of holding back, like, yeah, do I, though? I keep questioning it. Like, do I want to give away this lover for a better lover? Or if I give away this lover, do I find out this other one is not as good as I thought they were, and I'm still, like, back at square one? Same thing with the house. Do I want to give up this house to get this other house? It looks beautiful, but what if that has other hang-ups? What if there's a lot of work I have to do? And I don't know if I really want to get into that. You got the Seven of Fossils and the asking for help. Other people, you're going to need to bring other people in to make this happen. don't see that being I don't see that being a challenge. You really want this, you can make it happen. I feel like this is another reason you're holding back. Kind of like, if I'm going to make this happen, I also have to enlist a couple other people to help me do it. And they will. I feel like that's very easy, but it's kind of like, do I really want to do that? Do I want to cash in my chips with this? Do I want to pull this together and make this happen? You can make this happen. You definitely have support around you. The support is not pushy, which is interesting. This is usually like the Knight of Cups, I believe, because the Seeker is like an active energy. So I see it as the Knight of Cups. I didn't look it up in the book to see what the author intended it as, but that's how I relate to it as, just to be fair. And I'm an intuitive reader, so that's how I go with it. There is very supportive energy here, but it's in the challenge position, which means it will not happen on its own. It will only come forward if you activate it. Which usually for Scorpio, that's very compatible. Kind of like, don't get in my way, I'll let you know if I need you. So usually for Scorpio, that's compatible. Like, yeah, don't get in my way. If I want you, I'll let you know, then help me. And I do feel like you have a very dependable energy that will help you once it's activated. This is also, though, once we start the trip, we're going to the finish line. Like, we're not gonna pack up the car just to go around the block. If we pack up the car, we're getting to California, we're getting to Germany, we're going wherever we're going across town, across the continent. We're not just going across town, we're going across the continent. Whatever that means. Whatever continent you're on. Or island, or wherever you are. Sea, whatever. So that's also, I feel like that's another thing. Like, I can't start this and then stop halfway through. If I enlist this help, it's there for the long haul. And I am getting that with the donkey too, actually. The donkey talks to me about, making that journey and not giving up. It might take a while to get there, but the donkey has the stamina to get through it. And I'm getting, like, it's the Five of Pentacles, which talks, I feel like it's once we're there, or once we get going, I can't change direction and we're there till the end. Even though the Five of Pentacles is usually like being left on the outside, I'm not really feeling that. I'm just feeling like I kind of have to ride out the trip. It's kind of like getting on a roller coaster. I don't think that's a good analogy for this. Getting on the train and like not having any money to change my mind. Like, I'm getting on the train, everything's booked for me to get where I need to go. I don't have any extra money. I just have to, wherever the train takes me, I get off, I sleep, I have food, I get back on the train. Wherever it takes me, I get off, I have food, I get back on. Like, I have to, once the trip has started, I feel like I'm dependent to go along with it. I can't really get off the train. I feel like I'm on a train. I feel like the train's going. I mean, if you really lose your mind, you can force the door open and throw yourself from it. I don't know if that's going to go very well. But, definitely you obviously have options. You are Scorpio. But it feels like I can't jump off this train. And I feel like that's another thing. Like, yeah, if I start this going and I get this going, there is Earth here that's going to back me up and get me to my goal. But I'm not going to be able to change my mind halfway there. Once I step forward, we're going to the end. And you have to decide for yourself, is this what I really want? I love the cat energy for you, too. This is like the High Priestess, usually, I believe. I want to say it's the High Priestess. It could be the Empress. But either way, it's a very strong energy, a very loving energy that kind of balances what's going on. And it has to look out for itself. Transformation, music, movement, all this together is telling me the window is not permanent. It's going to be subjective to what you're dealing with, and I feel like you kind of know how big or how long that window is going to be open. For example, if there's a house you want and it's on the market, you know that it's either not going to last very long, or maybe maybe a month best. It could even be gone in the next week or so. So if you want to move on it, if you want it, you got to move on it fairly quick. And I'm getting transformation with the movement. It says music there too, but I'm getting the movement. It's like you can't think about it too long. When I'm getting the cat, especially when it says keeper of secrets, knower of secrets. If it just stays a secret, nothing happens. It never comes into reality. And it's kind of like, who else was that? Was it Pisces? It might have been Pisces. If you don't move when the opportunity comes, could have been Cancer. I don't remember who it was, to tell you the truth. It was one of the other water signs, I can tell you that much. if you don't move on this, the window will close and you're just going to move out. You're going to lose out. It's kind of like you got to make your decision before the sun comes up. Once the sun comes up, done. It's like, reality came in and said, oh, sorry. Sorry, we're not going to be able to do that for you now. I do think for whatever it is you're going for, when the cow shows up, that talks about really good luck, talks about sustainability, something that's going to nurture you for a long time. It's a very positive energy. I feel like this is very compatible with you for what you want it to be. I almost feel like somebody's going to watch this and go, well, I'm not lactose tolerant, so I can't have that. Which kind of says, well, do you believe that, or is that what it is? So if you're looking at this card and you're like, well, yeah, but I don't do well with dairy, so I guess that's not for me. Is that the truth? Or is it just like, for example, I don't know where I'm going to go here. Like people who are lactose intolerant, there is lactate and stuff like that, so maybe there's ways to make this work. Is it just one of those things where it doesn't work for me and I just accept that? Or is it just kind of like, hey, maybe there are possibilities here, I just got to see if I want to work with it or not. It's going to take some time. Change is necessary. And you got the heart and mind balance on its side. This one fell out right in the beginning, which means you have to decide fairly quickly what you want. I don't really see Scorpio having a challenge with that. You just got to make up what you want. Make up your mind what you want. The thing is, I feel like maybe you're more nervous about your own mind and kind of like, yeah, well, if I push myself, I know I want it and I'll go for it. So I'm trying not to push myself because I don't know if I really want to. But if you put your feet to the fire, you're going to be like, well, yeah, I do want it. So, boom, there we go. Because once you make up your mind, once you go into balance, there we go. We're off and running. The Temperance card is saying it's going to be a long haul to get to that final destination. But once you start the trip, you will get there. It's interesting because when I get the Eight of Wands, I feel like once you start the trip, you can't go back. I feel like that's what that's telling me. It does talk about travel. It does talk about speed. But when I'm feeling this infinite balance here in the center, I feel like once I've started the change, there's no returning. There's just continuing to the end, and you will get the support you need. So I guess it's time for you to decide if you really want it or not. Remember, that window does not stay open very long. Got to make your decision before morning, or poof, gone. Anything else? All right, we're going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you would like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below, same email. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.